It was early morning. Ranthambore National Park was silent and still. The shadows of trees stretched along the ground. Birds chirped softly in the distance. And Marcus, a seasoned ranger, was on his usual patrol, alone. But something about that day felt different. Suddenly, he froze in his tracks. Just a few steps ahead, standing quietly in the thick underbrush, was a tigress. His breath caught. His heart raced. He didn't move a muscle. The tigress noticed him too. Her amber eyes stared at him, not with aggression, but a mix of curiosity and caution. Marcus thought about backing away slowly. But then, something stopped him. He looked closer and saw something that broke his heart. The tigress's front paw was caught in a rusty steel trap, most likely set by poachers. She was trying to free herself, tugging with all her strength, but it was useless. Her pain was visible, her struggle real. Marcus felt a wave of emotion, a mix of fear, anger, and sorrow. And then, from the bushes beside her, emerged a tiny, trembling cub. It slowly walked up to its injured mother and nestled against her. Marcus's eyes welled up. But what happened next was beyond belief. The tigress gently nudged her cub forward, toward Marcus, as if she was saying, "Please, help him. Save my baby." Marcus hesitated. His training told him not to interfere with nature. But this wasn't just nature. This was desperation. This was a plea. He took a deep breath and slowly lifted the cub into his arms. The tigress didn't flinch. She just watched him, eyes filled with something close to trust. Then, Marcus moved closer and began working to open the trap. The tigress lay still, breathing heavily, watching his every move, and yet, she stayed calm, as if she understood that this human was not here to hurt her. Finally, the trap clicked open. But the tigress didn't move. She stayed on the ground, weak and bleeding. That's when Marcus saw how serious her injuries really were. He quickly called for backup. Within minutes, the park's medical team arrived. The tigress was sedated and taken to the animal hospital. Her wounds were deep and infected. The trap had been rusty, and the infection had spread dangerously fast. The vets feared that even if she survived, her leg might need to be amputated, while the team worked around the clock to save her. Marcus took on a new responsibility. The cub. He named her Tara. He fed her, played with her, and gave her all the warmth and love he could. And Tara, she grew stronger by the day, bonding closely with the man who saved her. Days turned into weeks. Against all odds, the tigress began to recover. Her body responded to the antibiotics, and her strength slowly returned. Her leg was saved. Now came the most difficult decision, releasing her back into the wild. But one big question remained. Would she still recognize Tara? They first released the mother alone, deep into the forest, allowing her to adjust to her natural habitat again. Then, after a few more days, it was time to reunite her with Tara. Marcus watched from a distance, holding his breath. The tigress spotted the cub from afar. At first, she hesitated, uncertain. But then, she recognized her. In a moment that felt like magic, the two ran toward each other. Tara leapt into her mother's embrace, and the tigress gently licked her fur, holding her close. It was a moment of pure love, pure connection. But the story wasn't over yet. Weeks passed. Things seemed peaceful in the park again. Poachers had been tracked down and arrested. The danger had passed. Then, one day, while Marcus was on another solo patrol, he spotted two tigers in the distance. He instinctively stepped back, careful not to provoke them. But the tigers didn't run away. They came closer. As they drew near, Marcus's heart stopped. It was them, Tara and her mother. The two majestic cats circled him quietly. They didn't growl, didn't show aggression. They simply acknowledged him, as if to say, "We remember. Thank you." And just like that, they vanished into the forest. Marcus never saw them again. But deep down, he knew they were alive, they were free, and they would never forget the man who saved them. If this story touched your heart like it did ours, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.